Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. I hope you guys like that sweet new stinger transition I put here. I use that for my streams, but I thought it'd be a good little addition for the video, for the beginning and the end. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. If you like it, then I'll go and keep it. If you don't like it, I'll go ahead and modify it. But it's a really, I think it's really cool, and since it showcases my logo and everything, it's a good little intro flair, you know, just to be a little fancy, you know? Gotta make things look professional. Anyways, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the 1K subs. I'll be doing a video on that later. So for that, instead of like, for a quick video for today, because this was actually released, I was going to shoutcast some battles, and I'm going to give you, I'll give that to you tomorrow. But for today, I think I'll give you something that is really interesting. So for those of you that don't know, our Lord and Savior PvPoke just released the Master League rankings. So Open Master League, I mean like no holds barred. So Open Masters, where everyone wants to cut your head off, is now released, and Matt did a wonderful job of putting everything together. Now, I know some of you don't really care about this, most of you probably won't. If you don't, I'll skip the video, but it's just a quick analysis, so if you want to know in about 5-10 minutes of why Open Master League is an absolute crap hole, now that minus Master League Classic, here is why Open Master League is a fun little playground. For those of you that haven't watched, I actually gave a video to John and Dustin. I put that on a link below of using a Braviary, using a level 50 Machamp and a level 50 Gyarados. So I'll explain more about my thought process later. But as you see here, the overall top 5 are pretty much water Pokemon. As you see, counters either 2 water type Pokemons or it's Groudon, just because Groudon is able to cover steel types. As you notice, steel isn't that dominant. However, Melmetal XL is incredibly dominant, and of course taken over by the #1 overall Pokemon in Swampert XL. The reason why Swampert XL is so powerful is because of 2 reasons. It takes out Dialga and it takes out Groudon. It also can be Togekiss. That's how powerful Swampert XL is. Now, it's, of course, Giratina Origins is still a very powerful mon, and of course, Gyarados XL with this moveset will wall you. However, Swampert XL, if you like Swampert a lot, you can have a lot of fun within Open Ultra League if you are willing to level 50 your Swampert. Again, I'm going to go over everything really quickly. I know a lot of you cannot compete in Open Master League. In fact, Open Master League is a nightmare, especially with level 50s. There's a lot of fun things you can do with it because it's so easy. Well, in my perspective, well, from my perspective, because I'm a crazy, you guys know how crazy I am, to analyze and do a lot of fun things with Open Master League. Basically, make Master League my bee's knees. So, yeah. Anyways, leads in Master League, Giratina Origins is still good for one reason. It can beat Groudon, it can also beat Swampert and Gyarados. Giratina Origins, if it doesn't need an Earthquake, especially if it gets the Ominous Wind boost, is going to be exceptionally powerful. Giratina Origins is a target that I put on. If you see battlers with XL Candy, they're likely going to shove it into 1 or 2 things. Well, probably 3 things. 1 Giratina Origins, 2 Dialga, or 3, they're going to shove it into a legendary or a mythical. That's what they're going to shove their XL Candy into, or they're going to raid for. When Dialga XL comes back, it's going to destroy everything. More on that at the end of the video, but anyways, until that beast comes to life, Giratina Origins will be one of your worst nightmares. And it's still, Gyarados XL is extremely powerful. I use it as a safe switch just because it has great generalist ability, but Giratina Origins is also prone to getting destroyed by this Lugnut right here, so that's why it's also same thing with with Togekiss. Togekiss can 2-shield through a Gyarados XL if you can't Aqua Tail it down, so that's just another thing. Also, other picks you see here like Melmetal XL, along with Shadow Mewtwo and other things, are still very powerful. So just because level 50 Pokemon are out, that doesn't mean like it's gonna be super destructive, etc. Machamp XL, some of you may have this, is a really great thing to use. I use this as my closer just because a lot of people like keeping their Dialgas or their Melmetals in the back. Machamp XL is a beast. It can cross up to a lot of things, and it can get you these sweet sack swaps, like one over here. I'm showing you. So, As far as switches goes in Open Master League, like, I'm not surprised that Mewtwo is the greatest thing since sliced bread. A Mewtwo, level 50 Mewtwo with Side Strike will essentially blow a hole through pretty much everything. Shadow Ball will do heavy damage against everything Giratina, but Shadow Mewtwo is in fact the most powerful safe switch. As you see, Focus Blast Mewtwo is a fantastic safe switch as well, but this is assuming it's not an XL. I will show you that at the end as well. Quickly going to the closers, here is your most powerful closer. As I mentioned before, I used Machamp XL as my closer just because of the popular steel pattern in the back, but as you see here, Swampert XL does wonders in the back. The reason being is because if you have no shields, guess what the most overpowered, arguably the most overpowered combination with the Community move is Mudshot. And guess who has it? Swampert. So Swampert's a beast, and Swampert will run over a lot of things. But that's why Swampert XL is the #1. And that's why things like basically big nuke movers like Giratina Origins, just because of the fact that it is able to take on things like Groudon, it's able to take on things like Melmetal, etc. It's very, very powerful. Garchomp takes the cake as a closer just because of Outrage and Earthquake. Double nukes will cover a majority of the meta, except for Togekiss. If you see a Togekiss, you die. It's that simple. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, Togekiss. But as you see here, overall, the lead switches and closers, a lot of them encompass legendary Pokemon. Again, I never recommend you dabble in Open Master League or even Master League Classic. Yeah, it's just a mess. Like, level 50 Pokemon have essentially made the Master League Origins worse. This is coming from the only person in the entire universe to ever create a full anti-meta Master League team. In Season 1, by the way, so I was the first to do it for sure, but, like, even I can't, like, Hydreigon's good, but, like, overall, here's where Hydreigon stands. My baby doesn't exactly do the greatest job in the world, however, it still walls the two, well, yeah, it still pretty much hard walls the two targets I put in Giratina Origins and Kyogre. It does really well against the Psychic meta, too. So Hydreigon can still work in Open Master League. However, it's very difficult to play, and it's, like, even though, like, I abandoned it essentially because I don't like Open Masters anymore, just because of, there's too many things. It's like it's like the problem we have in Open Great League and Ultra Premier, as well as Master League. It's just, there's too many things. There's no bans or anything like that. I can't even pick bans, so that shows you the thing. That shows you just, it's basically what it is. The more overpowered things that come out, the less fun you can have. Well, you can key in on patterns like me, but it's a very difficult thing to do, and it takes a lot of time. Alright, so there's two exhibits. To end the video, I want to show you the two most dangerous XLs in the game. Well, when they do, yeah. When these are out, and you aren't willing to spend money on Pokemon Go, or spend a lot, or if you're not willing to be a pay-per player, because I've spent a lot of money, but if you're willing to raid, let's see, I'm not going to do the math, but over 100 Dialga, or like 90, 80 Dialga, I don't know. Dialga XL will effectively be one of the most powerful Pokemon. As you see here, it maxed out at 4565. Now, if you put it in a 2-shield scenario against all Pokemon, here's what you get. You hit battle, 90% of matchups. It will win, it only has 35 losses, and that's to Charmers, and Togekiss, and Excadrill, and yeah, it's stupid powerful. Extremely powerful. In the 1-shield, Dialga XL will ruin your life. Well, in all shield scenarios. In the 1-shield, 86. In the 0-shield, it's still an absolute destroyer. Essentially, yeah, in the zeros, it wins over 90% of matches, only losing in the 2-shield. Basically, this thing's a freaking destroyer. Whoever is crazy, I'm pretty sure plenty of people will be crazy enough to raid Dialga just for, like, the Hundo, and just for the XL Dialga, which is absolutely dominant and the most one of the most powerful in Open Ultra League, if unlimited. So when this thing comes out, I would get your Hundo. However, once this thing does come out, stay away from Master League if you do not want to play Master League, because Open Masters will be an absolute, like, if you dislike it already, you're gonna dislike it even more when XL1 comes out. Anyways, that's XL Dialga. The statistics you saw, or the data you saw, is assuming the plausible XLs right now. But again, once the Sinnoh, I can see that once the Sinnoh celebration comes on, Dialga will probably come back. And if Mewtwo comes back, this is what happens when you have Mewtwo. So we're going to assume Side Strike Shadow Ball. In the 2-shield, 88%. You beat 88% of matchups. In the 1-shield, Mewtwo runs over 91% of the matchup, and in the zeros, as the most powerful closer as a Shadow, you can only imagine how much a level 50 Mewtwo will run over the meta. Mewtwo and Dialga in multiple scenarios has a 90% win rate. It is absolutely destructive. So once these two come out, if you're really well, I wouldn't say desperate, But if you want easy elo and you're willing to spend money, then I would shell out for an XL Mewtwo and an XL Dialga. Those two Pokemon are so obscenely powerful. Once they come out to XLville, whoever was willing to pay more will essentially run Master League. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to highlight these two because, like, these have been on my radar for a while, and I hope you really do enjoy my analysis. Again, 1,000 of you guys are subscribed. Again, for all of your daily support, I really do appreciate you. And to do that, I will make a separate video, a separate video for that just to help you guys out. But Open Master League is a freaking mess right now. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I know most of you can't compete in Open Master League, but the good thing is that you don't have to do Master League anymore. They do the Specialized Cup now, and this is more justification as to if you feel like just because you can't compete in here that you're a bad battler, etc. Really, there's no problem. Master League is pay-to-play land, so don't worry about it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Good luck in Go Battle League sets. Again, my next videos will do more shoutcasts. But I just wanted to showcase this one because the data did come out. And if you guys, some of you are interested in it, and hopefully this answers some of your questions about Dialga or Mewtwo. Or just how the scale of XL meta has really affected Go Battle League and the barrier to entry to Pokemon Go. Anyways, if you haven't done already, please like and subscribe. Again, thank you so much for the 1K subs. I appreciate all your guys' support. Good luck in Go Battle League sets, and I'll see you guys on the next video.